Hey everyone, this is Carlos from Full Stack Basics, and we're gonna cover a very important topic, and that is why you must master building single page applications with vanilla JavaScript before jumping into frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue. Here is the controversial truth that shouldn't be controversial. Building single page applications with frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue is amazing. But if you cannot build them with vanilla JavaScript first, you are missing out. That's right, because you might be relying too much on these frameworks, thinking they are the shortcut to becoming a great developer. But here's why that's a huge mistake and why you need to learn the foundational skills first. Let's break down the common architecture and traits of these frameworks, how they're used, and then we're going to cover why starting with vanilla JavaScript gives you an edge in terms of career longevity, app scalability, and problem solving. React, Angular, and Vue all share some fundamental principles. Despite their unique characteristics, all of them are designed to build single-page applications, where the web app dynamically updates without reloading the entire page. React, Angular, and Vue use a component-based architecture, where each piece of the application is broken down into independent, reusable components. And we're going to see this in Season 3 with React, where we have reusable buttons, forms, or modals. And the good thing about this is that it promotes modularity, reusability, and maintainability, which makes it easier to scale larger applications. Now, if we go straight into some of these traits or some of these specific things that these frameworks have in common, we have to touch into Virtual DOM, which is something that React and Vue share. And the Virtual DOM is used to efficiently update the UI. Instead of re-rendering the entire page, React compares changes and only updates the parts of the DOM that need it. And Vue also uses this similar mechanism. Angular instead uses a two-way data binding, meaning that any changes in the UI automatically update the corresponding data in the model and vice versa. This feature is ideal for more dynamic applications, but it can be heavy in large-scale apps. Now, all three frameworks emphasize declarative UI or user interface, where developers specify that the UI should look like for a given state. And we're going to see this in Season 3. And the framework or the library takes care of the how. And this approach, of course, reduces complexity and makes the code easier to reason about. React, Angular, and Vue also provide either built-in or third-party libraries to handle routing, which allows us to navigate between views without refreshing the page, maintaining a seamless user experience in our single-page applications. So now that we have discussed some common architectures in these very popular frameworks and libraries, now let's discuss some more specific traits and some common uses and what industries are leveraging these technologies. This will also help you understand which one is more suited for your career goals. For React, which we're going to use in Season 3, the main trait that I love is JSX or JavaScript XML, because React introduces JSX, which allows us to write HTML structures in the same file as your JavaScript code. And this mix of HTML and JavaScript makes React incredibly dynamic. The other trait is one-way data flow. Data flows down the component tree, making React highly predictable and easy to debug. Some ideal use cases for React is high-performance single-page applications, such as social media apps, dashboards, e-commerce sites, and content-heavy websites like news portals. Some industries using React are, of course, the tech industry, the fintech or financial tech industry, software as a service industry, social media, e-commerce, and real-time collaboration. In terms of Angular, the main trait here is that it is full-fledged MVC. Angular is a complete framework, unlike React, which is a library, and it implements MVC, encouraging separation of concerns and making it easy to manage larger applications. Another trait is that Angular makes extensive use of reactive extensions for JavaScript, which is known as RxJS. This helps manage asynchronous events and data streams in a more declarative way. Angular is preferred for enterprise-level applications, such as customer relationship management systems or CRM, e-commerce platforms, and dashboards that require scalability and robust tooling. Some industries that use Angular heavily are enterprise software, tech, finance, healthcare, and e-commerce. Now let's talk about Vue. And here, the main thing about Vue is that it is a progressive framework because it is designed to be incrementally adaptable, meaning you can use it for simple projects or scale it up for more complex apps. It's the perfect hybrid between a library and a full-fledged framework. It also has a lot of flexibility because it provides optional tooling and integrates very smoothly with libraries, making it ideal for small apps that can scale up to enterprise-level solutions. Now, Vue shines in smaller to medium-sized applications where the ease of integration with existing systems is key. It's great for real-time apps, data-driven dashboards, and social media platforms. And you see Vue used in education, startups, real-time applications, and e-commerce. Now that we know a little more about frameworks, what they do and what key traits they possess, we need to really understand then why building single-page applications with vanilla JavaScript is so critical. First, it leads you to understand the why behind the what. Learning to create single-page applications with vanilla JavaScript gives you a deeper understanding of how frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue work under the hood. With frameworks, you're often abstracted from key concepts like the DOM manipulation and the event loop. Without that understanding, you are less prepared to troubleshoot or optimize performance efficiently. Building single-page applications with vanilla JavaScript is going to enhance your debugging skills because you're going to know how things work under the hood. Because when you build a single-page application from the ground up, like we are going to do in Season 2, you'll know exactly how to spot and fix performance bottlenecks, memory leaks, or inefficient DOM updates that might otherwise go unnoticed in a framework. Building single-page applications with vanilla JavaScript also comes with performance benefits. There are times where you might need to customize because frameworks and libraries abstract a lot of complexity, which is great, but this always comes with overhead. And when you know how to build SPAs with vanilla JavaScript, you can optimize performance for smaller file sizes and faster load times. And this makes your applications more efficient. And vanilla JavaScript will let you control your app's performance directly without having to rely on extra layers that could bloat your application. Going through the mental exercise of having to build a single-page application without any frameworks will enhance your problem-solving skills because frameworks provide many features out of the box. And when you know what you're doing and when you need to move fast, this is awesome. But let me ask you this. What happens when those features aren't enough? When you build an app with vanilla JavaScript, you become proficient in solving problems creatively without relying on pre-built solutions. And this will make you a better problem solver in the long run. Also, let's talk about career longevity. because in tech, frameworks come and go, but JavaScript will always be the foundation of the web. And if you're stuck learning only frameworks without mastering the fundamentals, such as creating a single page application without the framework, you will limit your career growth. A solid understanding of how to build single page applications with vanilla JavaScript ensures that you stay adaptable no matter what new technology or framework is in demand. The bottom line is that mastering how to build single page applications with vanilla JavaScript is a non-negotiable skill for any web developer who wants to succeed long-term, period. When you understand the core concepts of vanilla JavaScript, and this is the most important part of this lecture, is that you will be more effective when using frameworks like React, Angular, or Vue, as you'll know exactly how they function. Plus, frameworks will always be built on top of the fundamentals that you will learn in Season 2 when we build our single page application with vanilla JavaScript in the front end. Now, think of it this way. Imagine you're building a skyscraper, and if you don't have a strong foundation, the whole structure could crumble. So please don't cut corners and learn how to build single page applications with vanilla JavaScript first, even if you don't do it ever again. Just having that in your back pocket will always help you be better with the frameworks.